So the next topic will be electrostatic potential at a point due to an electric dipole. Student may confuse because this one will be like how you have studied your you would have found out electric field due to electric dipole on its equatorial line. As the diagram resembles both, when question is asked they write that answer, or when that is asked they write this answer. But clearly you understand, here you are going to find out potential due to a dipole where the point of consideration is at the some point. Okay, so here from the midpoint, as it is dipole, you always have minus q and plus q, and it is separated by a distance of 2a. So from the midpoint of O, here you have a, and when you have the r will be the distance between the midpoint and the point P, so which makes an angle of theta. So the remaining will be 180 minus theta. So this one will be r1, that is positive will be r1, negative will be r2. Here it's not electric field, I need to find out potential. So I need to find out potential at a point plus due to plus q, which will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r1. Like that, due to minus q, which will be minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r2. Total potential will be equal to addition of both. So what happens here is that this negative sign, because of this negative sign, it turns to 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Now I need to resolve this which is there in the bracket. 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2 I need to resolve, for which I need to apply cosine law. What does cosine law says is cos alpha will be equal to b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc. Here b is r, c is a, so bc 2ra minus a square, that minus a square is what is r1, a is r1. So what happens is that this becomes to the numerator, it turns to 2ra cos theta. Then this minus a square moves to left hand side, so in the left hand side you have positive, this negative changes to positive. R1 square is equal to r square plus a square minus 2ra cos theta. Now what am I going to do is, r square is taken as common, so it turns to 1 plus a square by r square minus 2a by r cos theta. And when you compare r and a is small, so I can neglect this term. So the remaining term is r square into 1 minus 2a cos theta by r. And if I need to find out square root r1, because I need here only r1, so r1 will be equal to r into 1 minus 2a cos theta by r power 1 by 2. But I need here 1 by r1, so if I can write it as 1 by r1, then nothing, you just mention here as 1 by r, and the whole term you just mention it as minus 1 by 2, and apply binomial theorem into this, and the remaining terms, the higher terms can be cancelled. So what happens is that minus 1 by 2, when here you get it, 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and minus will give you plus. So the term will give you 1 by r1 is equal to 1 by r into 1 plus a by r cos theta. Here whatever we have found out here is only 1 by r1. Like this we need to find out 1 by r2 also. So we have found out 1 by r1. Like that I need to find out 1 by r2, isn't it? So applying cosine law for the other triangle, wherein what happens here is r2 square, the same form, only one difference that you will have is minus 2ra cos, in the place of theta you will have 1 minus theta, 180 minus theta. So 180 minus theta will give me minus cos theta. So what will happen naturally, in the place of minus you will have plus. There you had minus 2ra, here you will have plus 2ra. all the other things are the same, where in the next step you will neglect a square by r square, you will neglect, and then power half, then applying binomial theorem, you will have your 1 by r into 1 minus a cos theta by r. There you had 1 plus, here you will get 1 minus. So I have found out what is 1 by r1, what is 1 by r2. Now what should I do? I should substitute the values of this in the first equation. So what it will give me is v is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, q is common. Then this is the value of r1, which is 1 by r into 1 plus a cos theta by r, minus this is 1 by r2 value, 1 by r into 1 minus a cos theta by r. Here what happens here, when you expand this, this will become plus, this will also become here plus, this will become plus, and this is minus. So minus 1 and plus 1 will get cancelled. Then this is plus a cos theta by r plus a cos theta by r, what it will give me, 2a cos theta by r, already an r square. Then you here also you have a plus a 2a. So this gives me 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2aq by r square into cos theta, where this is nothing but moment, so p vector. So v is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p cos theta by r. But here the potential says that it is going to depend on this theta value, where the point is located. If the point of consideration gives me a value which is going to be equal to 0, where you will get a maximum potential. What's the meaning of that? It is in its axial line. If it is there along the dipole, then the potential is maximum. Then at the same time, if you have theta is equal to 180, that is in the left hand side. Here also you have the point, but it is going to be along the dipole in the left hand side. There also it is maximum but negative, minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p by r square. This and all are the conclusions. This is in the positive side, so you have point in the right hand side. This is negative side, where the point is in the along the dipole in the left hand side. But if theta is going to be equal to 90, then v turns to be equal to 0. There is no potential if the theta value is going to be 90 degrees, that is when it is going to be at its equatorial line. If the point of consideration is at equatorial line, then there is no potential. It is quite opposite to electric field. That is why I said if you misplace anywhere in the place of potential as electric field, the answer is wrong. So we have come to a conclusion when potential will be positive maximum, when potential will be negative maximum, when potential will be 0.